Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Novels about high profile abductions can be very tense and suspenseful. First of all, there's the ticking clock, and there's the high profile name that everybody wants to know about. Let's take a look at how that works in a novel today and turn the spotlight on V.S. Vashist's Perfect Crime. Down and out New York PI Carl Bennett is hired to find out whether Sean Hansen is behind the kidnapping of his wife, Cynthia. Carl is desperate for money and not in good health, so even though some of what he's asked to do is questionable, he agrees. Cynthia Hansen comes from a very wealthy blue blood family, so her abduction also gets the attention of the FBI. Special agents Kiara Davenport and Jake Carter are assigned to the case and they begin an investigation. They soon learn that Sean's business was in trouble. Ransom money could be very helpful to him. They also learned that he'd been involved in some shady deals with people who want their money back. That too could be a motive for Cynthia's abduction. When Kiara and Jake find out that Carl Bennett had been looking into the kidnapping, they try to meet with him only to find that he's been murdered. Now the case becomes all the more urgent. There's also the fact that Cynthia hasn't been found and every delay could put her in more danger. So there's a great deal of pressure to solve this case. It's complex with a tangled web of leads and possible suspects, but in the end, Kiara and Jake find out the truth behind everything that's happened. So, what are the elements in this story? What keeps it going? There's a strong element of family disputes in the novel. Cynthia's family never liked Sean, and Sean's parents don't like Cynthia's family. That underlying dislike is woven through the novel. That said, it's worth noting that Sean and Cynthia had what seemed to be a solid marriage. There are several possible suspects and motives, and more than one theory to explain what's happened. Readers will want to pay close attention to the different characters and what their actions and motivations might be. The story is told in third person, past tense, mostly from Kiara and Jake's points of view. So readers learn things as they do, and sometimes they don't have all of the information. This means readers will want to rethink things as the story moves along. It's a bit of a twisted plot with revelations that invite the reader to reimagine what really happened. Jake and Kiara are the main protagonists, so we do learn a little about them. They're both single, but they aren't in a relationship, and there is no hint of romance between them. They get along well, although at times they get impatient with each other. Kiara, for instance, tends to keep things to herself until she's absolutely sure she's right. And that can annoy Jake, who wishes that he would be more of a full partner in the cases. Jake can be impulsive, though not rash, and Kiara wishes he'd be more patient and also better able to read the room, so to speak. Still, they do respect each other, and their banter adds some light to the story. The story doesn't have what you'd call a happy ending. The person behind everything is found and caught, but lives are ruined and things are not going to be the same. Still, this isn't a noir story. It's not gritty and there's not explicitness. Perfect Crime is the plot-centered story of what happens in two families when serious crime and tragedy touches them. It features a New York setting, wealthy blue blood money, a fast pace and sense of urgency, and two FBI operatives who won't give up until they find the truth. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.